Hi everybody, this is Crypto Rich working with you to get rich with crypto, filling our pockets with crypto profits. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning, 7th of April 2020. I'm in my back garden in glorious sunshine, and in this video I'm going to let you know about some really exciting stuff that's happening with PirateChain. Going to give you an update on the project, what they've accomplished in March, including something that I think is incredibly exciting, which is really going to enhance our privacy and our freedom in a world that is going increasingly authoritarian and where we are under increasing surveillance. Now please do hold on for that. Now please comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, CryptoRichYT, and please join my new Telegram group, Crypto Rich Official. And I have all the links in the description below.
Steve and Dave use eTORO to trade cryptocurrencies. Steve has a watch list for promising breakout coins. Dave has a watch list too. So why is Dave just as good a trader as Steve? It's because Dave used eToro's copy trader to automatically replicate Steve's trading activity. Whenever Steve makes a trade, Dave does too. Trade like a Steve with eToro, the world's leading social trading platform.
Alright, so if you don't know, if you're new to my channel, you don't know what PirateChain is, or if you've forgotten, let me remind you, PirateChain is the most secure and most private of all the cryptocurrencies. Now what do I mean by secure? I mean that it cannot be subjected to a 51% attack. I mean that it cannot be subjected to a 51% attack through the use of Komodo's delayed proof of work, which means that the transactions are notarized onto the Komodo blockchain, then onto the Bitcoin blockchain. So to do a 51% attack, you would need 51% of the Bitcoin blockchain hashing power and the Komodo hashing power and the PirateChain hashing power. Forget it, that ain't happening. And then why I say it's the most private is because it is a proof of work coin. Once the coins are mined, they go from the rig to the first wallet. That's the only transaction you can see on the blockchain. You can't look into a wallet and you can't see any transactions that go in and out subsequently. There's no data to be analyzed on the blockchain. So it has the largest anonymity set of any cryptocurrency. Now there might be other cryptocurrencies that come along that are as private, but you can't get more invisible than invisible. Well, that lasted long. I had to move inside because my computer was getting too warm. So anyway, here we go. The PirateChain March update. This was written by Wookie, who's one of the PirateChain team, one of the community there. This is a community project. There's no formal organization behind it. There was no pre-mine, no ICO. It's an open source mining algorithm, and you want to participate, you're welcome to join the Telegram group or the Discord channel and take part at whatever level you want to take part. And this, by the way, this article I think is one of the best updates that have come out of the PirateChain stable. It's a really well written and very topical article, plus with something very exciting news inside. So a preamble. I hope this message finds you, your family and friends safe in the midst of this COVID-19 outbreak. Since our last update, we have seen the virus become a pandemic and spread rapidly throughout Europe and America, and witnessed the largest pullback of economies since the 1920s. While the immediate effect of social distancing is slowing the spread and potentially flattening the curve, it has severely affected small businesses and the livelihood of many around the world. Initially, the blow was thought to be a severe double whammy of abrupt supply and demand cessation. To a certain extent, this is fortunately now mitigated to less of a supply issue as China's economy and production seems to be ramping back up. Time will tell how the demand side will play out as the European infection rate continues to increase, while the United States numbers are still at least 24 weeks behind them. 2 to 4 weeks, not 24 weeks. If any pirate out there needs somewhere to talk to, or if being isolated at home is driving you crazy, I want you to know that our Discord and Telegram channels are always open, and we always have a bottle of rum to share with fellow pirates and friends. PirateChain has and will continue with developments throughout these turbulent times. Amongst the many announcements this month about the most private cryptocurrency, we have a major delivery to share with you. We do indeed. And I just wanted to read all that in full because it's very topical. Everybody's been affected by the coronavirus pandemic, and if you haven't been affected, wherever you are in the world, no doubt, tragically, unfortunately, your country will be because of the rate at which this is spreading. Wherever you are, I hope you and your family and friends are all safe and well. Now, the PirateChain project has been impacted in as much as everybody else has been impacted, and the cryptocurrency space has been impacted, but the work still goes on because it is a decentralized project. I'm going to be scheduling an interview with Captain Draith very soon, so we're going to be finding out what he has to say as the captain of the good ship PirateChain. If you have any questions, put them in the description below. Now, the exciting news that I have for you is that Pirate Chain is listed on a new exchange, but I'm going to come to that because this is a very, very special new exchange. Meanwhile, we have the Komodo ecosystem Notary node elections coming up. These are going to take place on April the 13th. Now, there are 64 Notary nodes, and what they do, they they hash the transactions onto Komodo's block from the Komodo blockchain onto the Bitcoin blockchain. So they keep the whole thing secure. And what's going to happen is if you have some KMD, like I do, and you will get some voting tokens, voting coins in your wallet, which you can then use to assign to different Notary nodes. People who have nodes or agencies and organizations can stand for election. Now, what happens with the nodes is that they receive a small reward, and Pirate Chain is a node. It's standing up for election again, and some of that reward is being used to fund the development of the Pirate Chain project. In the past year, Pirate Chain has had its own Notary node tokens with rewards going towards development and marketing funds. There were also several Pirate affiliate Notary node operators who donated a portion of their rewards to Pirate Chain. This year, in addition to Pirate Chain's primary Notary node, we also have a number of Pirate affiliate Notary node operators: Mr. Lynch, Draith, Computer Genie, Lutz, Aussie, Chimex, Strob, and Nutella Liquor. It's a proper pirate name, that one is. And you can find out more through this link here, and I have all the links in the description below. And also, they have pitches. Read the platform pitches of all the candidates here, so you can see, what they're promising to do with the money that they raise and why they're standing for election. Pirate operating system. Ghost Ship OS, the first iteration of Pirate's operating system, has been released onto the high seas for 3 months now. This is a basic version with all kinds of potential sources of tracking stripped down. Download it from here and give it a try. Now, I did a video on this, and you can find that through my playlist. And this is a way of making your transactions even more secure and private. And there's going to be a further enhancement and development, a more advanced version, which is Galleon OS. It's under heavy development. The security architecture will be significantly improved with many customized options. The package will include many more privacy features, and the goal is to create a simple-to-use product that protects the user from all fronts. Every aspect will launch as private mode by default, and you can choose to opt out. This is a very simplified representation of what Galleon OS will offer. So Pirate Chain only has private send transactions. No public sends makes it the largest shielded funds pool of any project using ZK snarks. Galleon OS uses independent technology launched on Komodo, secured by DPOW. Sorry, not Galleon OS, that's Pirate Chain. And it has total anonymity Tor network supported. And this will be integrated into the Galleon OS for even greater security and privacy. Wallet development, mobile wallet. This is very, very exciting. Thanks to Forge, our mobile dreams are coming true. A mobile wallet will allow us to use Pirate during conferences and festivals for demonstrations, as well as for pirates and privacy-minded friends. Once completed, it will be really simple to store, send, receive R on a basic smartphone. So we're just working on the UX now. Everything else has been done, all the hard parts, and we're eagerly anticipating the arrival of this mobile wallet, as it will open up Pirate Chain to a whole world of adoption opportunities. Then here's a really great article in Hacker Noon. What should you expect from a truly private digital currency? And it goes through the history of private digital currencies and why they're so important. And it places Pirate Chain, I suppose, in an evolutionary and developmental context of private cryptocurrencies. Pirate Chain is now on TikTok. Thanks to Teardrop, Pirate has a TikTok account. Follow us for announcements and look out for fun giveaways that are upcoming. Buccaneer Twitter bot has been very successful since launch, rewarding our Pirate Twitter community with every tweet tagging Pirate Chain or R. As the mining rewards have halved, tweets are now rewarded with 2.77 R. So what I invite you to do is follow me on Twitter, CryptoRichYT, and join my Telegram group, link in the description below. But also follow Pirate Chain on Twitter, and whenever there's a tweet that tags at Pirate Chain or R, if you retweet it, you will get sent 2.77 R. So it's just a nice little way to build up a little bit of R over time without any effort, and it also spreads the word about the most secure and private cryptocurrency going. Then a couple of videos by somebody called Crypto Rich, who he looked with somebody else, no doubt his friend Amir Ness, looking at the price analysis for Pirate Chain. And in the second video, Crypto Rich reviews the impact of the stolen R from the AltSpit hack. He believes that the majority of the stolen coins were sold off around the last halving, causing a negative impact on the price. More importantly, he and Amir present that since the sell-off, the price has taken steady steps, finding support on the 20-day moving average. That's right, let's have a look. So here you can see, I think the halving happened sometime around here, and there was nothing happened. This was the first halving, and look at how the price just shot up and then went back down as Bitcoin also went back down, and then going up in anticipation of the halving, and then there was the alt spit hack. And I think what's been happening, of course I've no way of confirming this, is that the hacker or hackers have been selling their pirate chain, causing the price to go down. But now all their coins have sold, or all the ones they wanted to sell have been sold, the price is slowly creeping upwards. We have another halving coming in November. This will be the third halving. Let me know what you think will happen to the price that time round. This is a great interview that Drake had with Mind Your Biz, and he's also, by the way, on BitTube. And what's really great about this is it gives a really great overview of Pirate Chain, how it started, where it came from, and future developments. So this will be a great interview if you just want to get up to date with Pirate Chain and know about its history. CoinFest UK 2020, this was going to be in March, but because of the pandemic hitting the shores of the UK, it's been postponed from March. It's now going to be November the 13th, 14th, and the 15th. And if you're in the United Kingdom, I invite you to come over. It's free for individuals to come and attend. The Pirate Chain is one of the sponsors, and I am going to be a speaker as a representative of Pirate Chain, talking about the importance of privacy. Armada, which is .com, which is comprehensive emporium of merchants accepting R as payment, has been making waves. We are happy to announce 4 new businesses joining the Armada. Cryptica.net is a crypto platform which offers various services and merchandising articles through its own shop, from mining hardware, pools, ASIC hosting, up to wallet and exchange offers, as well as t-shirts, sweaters, and others. So that's another online shop that's part of the Armada ecosystem. BPSAA. For the next few months, in place of the Merchant Social Media Influencer of the Month section, we will introduce each BPSAA member and highlight some of the ongoing collaborative efforts. And this includes Turtle Network, which I featured on my channel, Ether1, Pirate Chain, and Sentinel. And now I am in communication with the team at Sentinel, hoping to do an interview with them over sometime in the next few weeks. I don't have a definite date. They're working some stuff out and are doing some restructuring and reorganizing, and then they'll be ready. And what is Sentinel D Vpn? Simply put, Sentinel is a decentralized virtual private network. So it has a same ethos as Pirate Chain, commitment to privacy. It's a decentralized virtual private network provider for both individual and enterprise use. We are driven by our primary goal of providing superior privacy and security at a lower cost than any traditional provider. Specifically regarding Pirate, the Sentinel team has been busy working on a custom Pirate branded DVPN. So Pirate Chain will have its own decentralized VPN. Now, the developers at Sentinel are rebuilding their desktop client and backend networking. Once completed, Sentinel will be able to integrate cross-chain payments. What's more, the Sentinel team is customizing its Linux client to provide a tailor-made version for the Pirate OS. We are very proud to reveal that this exciting product is nearly ready for general release. Very good, very excited about that. And then there's also something else to be very excited about, which I think, no kidding, enhances the privacy and the security and the freedom for people who want to transact with Pirate Chain. And it's done in partnership with one of the BPSAA members. We now have a peer-to-peer decentralized exchange, no KYC, no sign-up, that allows you to transact in and out of Pirate Chain. Pirate Chain and Blockchain Privacy, Security and Adoption Alliance founding partner Turtle Network are proud to announce the listing of R on Turtle Network DEX. This is all thanks to the hard work and sponsorship of Wolf and the gateway service provider. This is a functionally advanced exchange, allowing you to trade R with any other coin on the DEX. True to the ethos of privacy with Pirate Chain and BPSA, there is absolutely no KYC. Trading is efficient with volatility facilitated by market makers, providing deep liquidity. Now, this is really, really good, right? Because one of the things that's happening with it was happening before the pandemic anyway, was a slow, steady march towards authoritarianism. And I think with the pandemic, that march has accelerated. There's talk of no more paper notes, no more currency coins, just using digital cash. And then that means that all your financial transactions can be monitored by governments and by banks, plus they can seize your assets. So then we will be limited in what we can or cannot transact, what goods and services we can transact with. And it'll all be down to whether, what the government determines is okay or not. So, for example, it may come a time, I'm completely speculating here, right? it may come a time where alternative medical treatments, you're not allowed to buy them. Who knows, right? So then you're forced to go to Big Pharma because Big Pharma are getting lots of money from the banks or giving lots of money in banks and investing in them. Who knows where it could go, right? You have to have privacy for freedom in order to be free. And using a centralized exchange, even if it doesn't have KYC or just an email sign up, one puts you at risk of counterparty risk, which is addressed by the DEX, but also those exchanges are at risk of regulatory control by government and government agencies. Unlike many self-proclaimed decentralized exchanges, with Turtle Network DEX, you always retain custody of all your assets. The trading environment is full of useful, high-demand features. Perhaps the most impressive element is the ability to trade any coin with R. There are no pair restrictions on Turtle Network DEX. Now, I haven't tried it out, so I don't know if there's going to be enough liquidity if you're going to use some obscure altcoin. But it might mean that instead of, if you're in a very small alt that you want to sell that and move into Pirate Chain, you don't have to go via Komodo or ETH or Bitcoin first. You can go directly exchanging that altcoin into R and vice versa. Samurai made a video guide on how to deposit your R for trading on Turtle Network DEX. And there's a link there, good for Samurai, doing it on BitTube. Now, this R listing on a truly decentralized exchange is a significant advancement for the privacy ecosystem of Pirate Chain, Turtle Network, and the BPSAA. Trading is live. Test out the open beta of Turtle Network DEX. I haven't tested it out. I will be testing it out, and I may even let you know how it goes. Last words from the editor. I'm sure we all have our opinions on what could have been done better in hindsight to manage the pandemic and the economy. Whether drastic social distancing measures are what's truly needed to mitigate the virus spread, or whether it should have been started earlier, we may never know. Many opportunists will take advantage of times of crisis like now. Here are a few attacks on privacy at the present time. 1. Many countries have adopted draconian measures to track their citizens. Israel is the latest to join Iran and several Asian countries, including China and South Korea, in employing geolocation surveillance to track the movements of each and every citizen. As reported by the BBC, a Taiwanese citizen had tweeted, "I did not expect 2 police officers to come knocking at my door at 8:15 when I was still asleep in bed on a Sunday morning. My phone briefly ran out of battery at 7:30, and in less than an hour 4 different local administrative units had called. A patrol was dispatched to check my whereabouts. A text was sent notifying that the government had lost track of me and warned me of potential arrest if I had broken quarantine." This is the stuff that we used to only watch in sci-fi movies. Governments have turned personal cell phones to act against their owners. Of course, one may argue that such measures are necessary during times of crisis. One may even naively assume good old governments will stop the wanton surveillance when the pandemic is over, and not use it to monitor the movements of every citizen. That argument could perhaps be made about Singapore's tracking app, which requires users to download now and empowers them with the option to delete later. Only time will tell whether this surveillance will stop when the pandemic is over. 2. Numerous companies pivoted overnight to become institutional subscribers to Zoom for telecoms. As it turns out, being a company based in China, all Zoom conference data is sent to servers in mainland China. Moreover, the company is currently under fire for spying on conversations and sending user data to Facebook without notifying them. During this time of crisis, the United States is trying to pass the Ernit Act, eliminating abusive and rampant neglect of interactive technologies. It is proposed as a measure to protect against child pornography. However, according to Senator Ron Wyden, this terrible legislation is a Trojan horse to give Attorney General Barr and Donald Trump the power to control online speech and require government access to every aspect of Americans' lives. According to the Electronic Frontier Foundation, the Ernit Act is anti-speech, anti-security, and anti-innovation, and it is unnecessary. This act opens the door for the government to require new measures to screen users' speech and even back doors to read your private communications. Bottom line, this act does nothing to protect against child pornography, but instead empowers the US Attorney General to mandate backdoors into the encryption of any messaging application. Many have decried that privacy is under attack, but this is not an overt war. Privacy is a fundamental faculty of humanity. It is rarely talked about and never taught socially or academically in any culture. Unfortunately, modernity and technology has persistently chosen to prey on what is perhaps the weakest aspect of our human race. When this pandemic is over, what will we have lost as a human race? Like all abstract challenges, there is not one panacea. This is about moving the pendulum. This is about moving the pendulum or tilting the scale 1 grain of sand at a time. It's a little bit like how you boil a frog. You got to put the frog in tepid water, turn the heat up real slow, and the frog doesn't notice how it's being boiled. So in that way, we are being boiled. We are being stripped away slowly of our privacy. As Alex Gladstein of the Human Rights Foundation has said, your money is your voice. Pirate Chain is the most private cryptocurrency in the world, protects your privacy, and empowers your voice. Wookie, thank you so much for this update. I really look forward to the next one in April. Let me know what you think. What do you think about Pirate Chain and its role in privacy? And what do you think about the development with Turtle Network and DEX? And what do you think about this update? And what do you think about the price of fish? And between now and when I see you next, please keep filling your pockets with crypto profits. This is Crypto Rich signing out. All the best. Bye-bye.